Hi everyone, my name's Tim Richards. I am the Director of Training for Embody Fitness Dubai. I'm bringing you this workout today in association with Switch. So we're looking at a resistance-based session using our body weight, and we're going to aim for this session to be about 30 minutes long. So we'll do a little bit of mobility at the start, get our bodies moving, a little warm up, and then we're going to aim for some exercises which you can opt to do with some weight if you have additional weight at home. I'm going to give you some variations on these exercises so that you can choose dependent on your ability to do the exercise itself. So we're going to follow a format of doing 2 exercises at a time, and we're going to do a bit higher reps just as I anticipate people not to have too much weight at home. So we're going to aim for 15 to 20 reps on all of our exercises, and I will demonstrate and talk to you guys as I do the workout. So as this is an on-demand film, you can pause it at any time you want. So if you need to take a longer rest period, or if you missed part of the workout, you can just rewind it, go back to that step. Or you can pause it whilst you're doing the workout itself and try and catch up and follow it as you go along. So as you can see, I've got a towel on the floor. You can use a yoga mat, anything soft, because some of these exercises are going to be based on the floor, which means you will be on your knees sometimes. So you just might want that soft surface. I also have 2 seats behind me because one of the exercises involves using that, and I've got some dumbbells. So these dumbbells I can add to a few of the exercises to make them a bit more challenging to myself. So these sessions are designed around looking at working all different movements. Should be working total body each time you do them. This one is based at push exercises, so using your lower body for push, using your upper body for push as well. We're going to split your muscle groups between lower and upper, and that's going to move the blood around your body a lot more. So you're going to do one exercise, take a very short rest, and then start the next exercise straight away. Then you're going to take a 30-second rest between. So I'm just going to do a few mobility exercises with you guys first. Again, you can pause this just to try and keep up with it. So we're going to get down onto your hands and knees. Your knees are going to be shoulder width apart. Your hands stacked directly underneath your shoulders. And this mobility movement, you're looking at a bit of flexion and extension through the spine. So you're really trying to push your back up as high as you can, and then you're really trying to push the absolute opposite. So if I show you from the side, so you're going to be going full flexion through your spine, really try and drive it up, tuck your hips under, and then you're going to do the absolute opposite. So fully extend your spine. All the way up. I'm just going to go through 10 reps of those. Six, keep moving on that. I'm really stretching. Hands planted directly in the floor. Right, from that, so that's a bit of spinal. So we're going to stay on the spine, so you're going to sit ever so slightly over your feet. You're going to put your hand behind your head, you're going to rotate elbow under your other elbow, and then you're going to open up and wide. So you're going all the way down, and then opening all the way up, trying to fix those hips in place. I'll show you that one from the front as well. So you're down, hand behind the head, elbow in this gap, and then you're really trying to twist up and open. So getting some rotation going through that spine as well. Once you've done that, you're going to go into a high plank position this way. Foot up outside your hand, back knee is off the floor. Now that hand closest to your foot, you're really going to open it up, twist all the way around, back down again. Swap sides, all the way up, back down again. You're going to keep swapping sides on that. So really rotate around. 5 on each side on this. If you want to add a little bit of an additional stretch, you can push your hip out using that hand, really drive it out. Once you've done 5 on those each side, we're going to look at your ankles a little bit. Some of these movements involve good ankle mobility. So for example, when you're squatting, trying to get that knee forward over your toe without your heel coming off the floor. So staying down in that lunge position, this time the back knee is on the floor. You're going to drive this front knee over the toe. It's going to stay out over the last 3 toes, and this heel is going to stay down. You're going to hold that for 15 to 20 seconds, really drive it forward. You can use your other hand to push it forward. Once you've done that, you're going to swap sides, another 15 to 20 seconds on the other side. Really drive that foot forward, the knee forward over the toe. You'll feel a stretch in the trailing hip as well. So really stretching there. Once you've done that, swap it back again, driving that knee forward, over the toe, getting a stretch through that calf, through your ankle. Increase that ankle mobility a little bit for this workout, guys. Good. Once you've done those, that's it. Get a bit done for mobility. I'm going to do a very quick warm up. I'm just going to move this out of the way. So we're just going to get a bit of blood flowing now, guys. So first one is a walkout. So you're going to stand feet shoulder width apart. You're going to reach down to the floor, keeping your legs almost straight. Walk all the way out, high plank, and then you're going to walk all the way back again. We're doing 10 of these. So walk all the way out. If you can do a push up when you're forward, do a push up. Walk all the way back again. Stretch those hamstrings, walk out, push up. Like I say, you do the push up part if you can. Okay, once you've done 10 of those, you're going to do 10 static lunges. So you're going to go down into a lunge position, putting all your weight on that back knee on the floor, so you're taking the weight out your legs as such. You're going to stand up from there, control down, take all the weight out your legs again, stand up, driving this front foot through the floor, up, control down, up, and you're going for 10 each side. That knee is staying out over the toes, last 3 toes, you can see my big toe. Once you've done 10 on that side, you're going to swap legs. Same thing, push through the front leg, control back down, weight out your legs, up, control down, up, control down. Pushing through that heel, this heel staying down. Just the 10 on that. So after doing that, you should be quite warm and ready to go into your workout. So just give yourself 30 seconds. So you're going to do 2 exercises at once. You're going to do 3 sets through on those. So you're going to aim for 15 to 20 reps on these exercises, and we're going to control the tempo slightly. Now, the lowering of your body on a squat, for example, your body's under a lot of tension on the way down. That's where your muscles work the hardest. So we're going to look at a squat for your first exercise and a press up for your next. So you're pushing with your legs and then you're pushing with your upper body. So I'm going to demonstrate the first exercise. Now, if you can't do a squat properly, you don't feel comfortable with it, we're going to get you squatting onto a seat to start. So as you can see here, I'm stood feet shoulder width apart. On the way down, I'm going to keep my chest up nice and high. I'm going to sit down onto my chair. I'm going to stay in that position. I'm going to get back up again. Control on the way down. Sit, back up. I don't want to see you rocking back on this exercise. You're going to control down. Don't rock back up again. So slow and controlled. Back up. If you can do a regular squat, same thing. Hit that 90-degree angle at the bottom. Chest up nice and high. Control down. Up. Control down, up. If you want to add some weight to it, I'm going to grab this dumbbell, feet shoulder width apart, nice and controlled on the way down, holding it right in front of my chest. 2, 1, up. 3, 2, 1, up. So you're going through 15 to 20 reps of that exercise. Once you've done 15 to 20 reps on that, you're going to go into a push-up. That push-up is going to be flat on the floor. Now, a few variations to this. If you're not as comfortable doing a push-up on your knees or on the floor, you can use an elevated surface. So on my tiptoes, elbows are not flared right out, staying quite close to my body, chest to the bar here, push all the way up, elbows locked through, control down, explosive on the way up. If you find that too easy, you can drop onto your knees. You can do a push-up on your knees. So set your hands a little bit further away from your knees, elbows tucked in nice and strong, all the way to the ground. Push up again. 3, 2, 1, up. If that's too easy and you can do a full push-up, you're going to go up into that high plank position, nice and slow on the way down, up. So I've done 15 reps there. Now I'm going to take 30-second rest, so you might need something to time your rest periods. So I'm going to take this 30-second rest just to gather myself, catch my breath a little bit. My heart's pumping hard, blood's moving around my body. You're not going to give yourself too much rest, because once you've done that, you're going to get that blood moving around your body again. So it gives you a bit of that heart rate variability. So I've got a timer over here, about 5 more seconds. I'm going to do 15 reps with this weight. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. So this is my second round, guys. I'll show you this one from the side as well. Nice and controlled on the way down. So I've hit 15 reps on that. Just give yourself a couple of seconds rest. Then I'm going into my push-up. So setting myself up, hands under my shoulders, slightly wider than shoulder width, up onto my tiptoes, control down, fast up. Abs tight, glutes tight. Quick 30-second rest. Catch my breath again. So guys, I'm doing this outside, it's quite warm. Might need a towel, some water with you. Drink plenty of water whilst you're exercising. Don't drink too much so that you're full. Might make you feel a bit nauseous if you're too full. And yeah, like I said, you can pause this at any time. Take longer rests if you need to. You also can rewind the video if you can't see the exercises or can't hear me properly. So, my 30 seconds is up. I'm going into this squat, holding this weight in front, control down. Abs nice and tight. Show from the side as well. Heels planted, toes out a little bit, knees open. Couple of seconds, and I'm going to go into my push-ups. Just catch my breath a little bit. So down, set up nice and strong in the abs, core tight, control down. my 3 sets complete on that, guys. I'm just going to give myself a short rest period and then I go into my next exercise. So I explain the next 2 exercises. So now, guys, we're going to look at a dip using a seat, tricep dip, pushing exercise, and we're going to do a reverse lunge. So if you're doing 15 reps, that means you now need to increase to 30 in total, as it's going to be 15 on each side. If you can push to the full 20, I urge you to give it a go, but I'm going to stick to 30 today. So guys, reverse lunge is the easiest form of lunge. If you want to make it more difficult, I'll show you a way. I'm just going to demonstrate reverse lunge to start. Again, 15 to 20 reps. It's going to be 30. I'm going to do 15 on each leg, and then we're going to go into that dip on a bench. So 3 sets of this, guys. So reverse lunge is the easiest. So feet shoulder width apart, lunge backwards, step back up, and you're going to alternate each leg. If you find that too easy, you can lunge forward and then lunge back, lunge forward, lunge back. It's slightly more difficult, guys. If that's still too easy, you can do a full split squat. So staying in that one position, back knee slightly bent, controlled on the way down, push back up, control down, push back up, and do one leg at a time. So I'm going to get this leg burning now, really pushing the blood all into that leg, that front leg. It is still a bilateral exercise, you're using both sides. This back glute is nice and tight, this knee is staying out over the toe. I'll complete 15 reps. Once I've done my 15 reps, swap sides, control down, up. So guys, once you've done your 15 reps on each leg on your split squat or your reverse lunge, we're going to go into that dip on the bench. So easiest form of a dip on a bench is feet closer to your body, shoulder width apart, nice and controlled on the way down, back up, control down, back up. You're going to complete 15 to 20 reps of those. To make it more difficult, put your feet further away from you, control down, up. That'll put more emphasis on your triceps, on your upper body, as there's more of your weight going through your arms now because it's got less support from your feet. So you'll complete your split squats or your lunges, and then you're going to go straight into those dips, 15 reps. I'm going to do some full sets on these now, just so everybody can see. I'm going to hold this weight in front of me, this dumbbell, and I'm going to do a split squat, 15 reps each leg. So split stance, nice control down, back up. Keeping my core tight, glutes tight, everything nice and strong. That's 15, swapping legs. Sustain that split squat for me, a little bit harder. Oh. Pushing through that heel. Just take a quick breather between those. My heart rate's increased, guys. Yours should be too. So, onto my hands. I'm getting feet far away from me, control down. Thinking about both sides working nice and evenly. Getting that full range of that movement. Four more. Give myself 30 seconds rest now. Like I said a few times, you can pause this video and rest for longer than 30 seconds if you want. As I'm not using as much weight as I normally do, because I'm not in the gym, I don't have access to it, I'm doing more body weight stuff. So on those body weight exercises are a bit less challenging to me at the moment. So I take shorter rest periods here, just to keep my heart rate elevated a little bit. And it's actually very difficult, so you can make these exercises as hard as you like for yourself. More resistance, more repetitions, more sets. If you want to do more sets at home, feel free, do more sets. So I'm going to do a last set on this now, guys. Pushing through that heel, knee out over the toe, back knee nearly on the floor. Swapping sides, last set on this leg, aim for those 3 sets again. Count some tempo on the way down, guys. 3, 2, 1. Oh, lost balance on the last one. Sorry about everyone, can't be perfect all the time, can we? Whew. Catching my breath. I'm going into these dips again. Hopefully you can all hear me okay with this mic on. It comes off every now and then. Right. There we go. Now I'm taking a rest and I'm going to go into that last superset for you guys. Guys, keeping the human aspect in this. Equipment going wrong. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Hopefully your heart rates are elevated. Hopefully you're a bit out of breath like I am right now. So we're going to move on to a couple of core based exercises. Well, one main one. All these exercises incorporate in your core anyway. They're compound movements, work in multiple joints, guys. So first one is a glute bridge. So I'm going to be lying on my back, on my mat or towel. Now 3 ways you can do this. You can do both legs at once. So I'm sure you've all done a glute bridge before. So feet shoulder width apart, toes out ever so slightly. Don't keep your feet too close to your bum. Push them away a little bit. Bring my hips off the floor by squeezing my glutes. Push that floor down. Keep your abs tight. Control down. Squeeze those glutes up. Really driving those hips through. If you want to make that more difficult, for me, for example, I'm going to put this weight on my hips. I'm going to do both at the same time. Control down. To make that harder, single leg at a time. Probably not with the weight. You might be able to use the weight. So leg out flat. It's a bit more complicated just as the way your other leg is to put weight on your hips. And you can swap sides. Once you've done 15 on each side, driving up, control down. Trying to keep those abs tight. Hips nice and even. Try not to get an imbalance in the hips. So it's the 2 variants on that. And the last one is a high plank, or you can go for a regular plank if you want to. Again, put a timer in front of your face and you can keep track on the time. You're going to go hands apart. Don't put your hands together. Create some stability, you don't need it. So go hands apart, elbows directly under your shoulders, up into a plank, glutes tight, abs tight, everything tight, hands nice and strong. That'll be 30 to 45 seconds. I'd prefer you guys, if you can, to go into this high plank position, feet a bit wider, don't move the hips, touching the opposite shoulder. So nice and controlled. I don't want to see this movement where your feet are moving. Whole idea is you're in an isometric position, everything's staying still, abs are working hard, legs, arms, everything. So going for 30 taps on that, 15 on each side. Once you've done those, give yourself a 30-second rest, and you're going to go straight back in to your glute bridges. Oh, it's very hot out here, guys, I already said. So I'm going to do my glute bridges with this dumbbell on my hips. Like I said, not all of you might have access to dumbbells. You can use kettlebells, you can use additional weight like water bottles at home, anything you can find that weighs a bit more than 5 or 6 kilos. Really pushing my glutes all the way up, feet even, heels planted through the floor. You can even bring your toes up a little bit if you want. Really push through those heels, drive the floor away, push those glutes through to the ceiling, and really squeeze them for a split second at the top. That's for 15. Catch my breath very quickly. I'm going into that plank. Plank or shoulder taps. I'm going to go for my shoulder taps, guys. So going for 30 of these. Nice and stable. Touching. Abs tight, glutes tight, legs strong. That's 30. Ooh. So once I've done that, do a third set. You can either do 4 sets on this last little bit if you like. Like I said, you can do more sets on the whole workout. Pause it at any time just to keep up, and then you can move on as you wish. So guys, very short workout. You can see I'm out of breath. Hopefully you guys are at home. It's all to do with your intent in these workouts and your own intensity. Everyone's slightly different. If your intensity is low, next time you do it, try and pick it up a little bit. Try and make it as hard as you can for yourself. And you can obviously play with those difficulties in the workout. Like I said, hopefully you've all enjoyed it. You can head over to our Instagram page, Embody Fitness DXB. We have plenty of workouts on there, nutritional tips. We also have our free online session at the moment. Runs at 2 o'clock every day, Dubai time. And that's from Friday to Saturday. Oh, sorry. It's actually from Sunday to Friday. Saturday is the only day off. We also head over to our website for more information on our personal training and what we do in Dubai. Hope you're all keeping safe. Well done everyone. Have a little stretch if you need to. Finish up the session. Hope to see you guys again soon.